me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box girl go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts to how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
All right.
God damn, guys.
What is going on, guys? What's going on? Man. Well, the draft has concluded today. The draft has concluded.
Yeah.
Yes, the draft has concluded. Yeah, we definitely got a lot to talk about. And then we also got AEW Dynamite, man. Honestly, nothing really too much to talk about with Dynamite. At least for me, not really too much.
No point, really.
Yeah, the one thing, the two things I can talk about, though, before we hit the intro was, another pointless Jade Cargill match where Taya loses because she can't use her finisher for whatever fucking reason. And then the Estesta was very good. It was very good. I could see Takeshita joining the
Oh, yeah.
Elite. He bled with, or joining the BCC. He bled with them, and I could see that coming to fruition, man. And to 4, so then I think you have a perfect lane for Kota Ibushi to come and make the save for what should make a damn good Blood and Guts, man.
Oh yeah, man. Same. I like what they've been doing with Takeshita and the Elite and the BCC. I like all of that a lot, man. I think they've been doing really good with that. And I think Takeshita is definitely going to join the BCC at the end of this or soon, very well soon.
Yes, I definitely think so, man. But honestly, other than that, bro, we got another pointless Orange Cassidy match to open the show, and nothing really too much than that, man. They finally gave MJF the ultimatum. He has to wrestle with Sammy Guevara next week against the other 2 pillars, and if the other 2 pillars win, then it's a fatal 4-way. So we all know where this is going. I hope not, man. I hope we don't get that women's Blood and Guts, but I definitely think, I mean, as long as we get the guys one, the one that's deserving of the Blood and Guts, I'll be fine with that, but they can't just give it to the women. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I think just give it to at least the guys too, man. Make it a whole night thing. Well, first, if you're doing it on Dynamite, which I could see them doing, let the first hour be the women's, let the second hour be the men's. Make it a special episode.
Yeah, I would like that. I would like that. But yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I mean, other than that, man, I mean, Dynamite was pretty, I mean, it was pretty okay this week. I mean, nothing really too much. I genuinely can't even remember what was in the main event of that show. It was, it was the BCC stuff. Okay, for some reason I had a feeling it was something else, but
Okay.
yes. Yeah, but other than that, man, that was the week of AEW, man. And again, man, I mean, nothing really. There's honestly nothing going on at the moment at all in AEW except for the Elite stuff, man. At least for things that are fresh and intriguing. The MJF stuff checks the intriguing box, just not the fresh box for me.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, so other than that, bro, let's go and hop right into the intro because I know I got a lot to talk about, man. And if I know you any, I know you got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, yeah. But yes, what is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Another edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. This is the long-awaited return of the WWE Draft edition of Unscripted, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching, guys do not know how the show works, man. Every Monday we are on here after Monday Night Raw with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news at 4 p.m. Central. If you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, that is CM Punk making amends in WWE and WWE allegedly being sued over racist scripts. We talked about the pitches that were involved in those said racist scripts. We talked about CM Punk. I know, man. 9 more episodes away from Unscripted 150, bro. That's crazy. And then we talked about CM Punk coming back and making amends with select people in WWE, man. We talked about what that means for AEW, what that could mean for just Punk's mindset in general, man. We talked about all that stuff and much, much more on this past Friday's edition of the news. And if you guys did miss that, you can now find that on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Friday at 4 p.m. Central with the news, man. And with that, If you guys haven't got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. You have all 8 of these beautiful designs available in more than just a t-shirt, man. The Chicago flag design, the Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the best kept secret to the IWC, the Riddler-inspired design, the Notorious scratch logo, the only community that matters, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired shirt, and the Christmas merch. Again, all 8 of these beautiful designs are available in more than just t-shirts on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. Not hard to find whatsoever, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man? Oh, I think I did that in record time.
Oh yeah, bro. Smooth. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling out, man. Everything's been normal. Just waiting for these weekends, for these pay-per-views, man. And that's about it, man. Been pretty normal lately, man. Been pretty normal. Durante, usually here to ask how's life, how's the family, whether it's in replay or very well maybe soon. Life's good, man. Family's good. What about everybody in chat, man? Logan, how you doing, bro? And what about you, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, man. How's everybody in chat doing? Pops, Logan, Mr. Silent, whoever you are. How the hell are you guys, man? So, yeah, bro, I'm good, man. Just, enjoying, but also have been confused the past 2 wrestling shows I watched. Raw and SmackDown. As AJ Styles would say. But as Durante usually asks, man, I'm good, family's good. And other than picking on me on Twitter, what about you, Durante? How's life and how's the family, man? So, yeah, speaking of NBA playoffs, I actually have to see what... Wow, damn, that's crazy. I had to check the final score of the Suns and Nuggets game. Damn, crazy. Anyway, but yes, man, and Rich as well, bro. How the hell are you guys, man? And it looks like you guys are doing pretty good, man. So that is good to hear. Listen, man. Can I have your overall thoughts on the WWE draft?
It barely even feels like it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
I mean, a couple people in SmackDown. I got a couple people. Might as well, you might as well call it the superstar shakeup at this point. This was supposed to be the reset. That reset everything, reset all the Vince McMahon bullshit, and it did none of that. It just continues it all. I don't get it, man. And you know, they did the stupid shit with the women's titles. That's its own case. And if I'm being honest, although I can't wait to see Walter a lot more on Raw, I kind of like the titles where they were. I kind of always preferred the IC on SmackDown and the US on Raw. I don't know, I kind of liked it better that way, man, but it doesn't even feel like it fucking happened, man. Like, I really don't exactly. They should just... It should be a reset, not just a superstar shakeup, man. What I always wanted them to do is... I hate how they do it on weekly television. I hate that. I want them to do it, pick a Saturday, pick a Sunday, don't matter, and have everybody in a crowd, and, you know, the whole locker room in a crowd, and that's when you do the draft, man. You make it like an hour, 2 hour maybe, depending on how long it's going to be, and you make it a little event. Because you got to tie it into TV, what's happening. It just doesn't work, man. It doesn't work, and it feels like a massive dud this year. It feels like it didn't even happen, and people are on weird shows. The women's title situation sucks, and I really don't know what the hell they're doing, man. What about you, man? What's your thoughts on this this year's draft?
So yes, it who said it? Rich
Just
said it.
honest.
Underwhelming. It feels
Under.
very underwhelming.
Mhm.
A lot of people are on brands that I don't like them on. A lot of people were split that I don't think rivals were split that I don't think should have been split. There were NXT call-ups that yes, they should have happened, but they shouldn't have happened over certain people. I think that was just complete and utter bullshit. How the people now, don't get me wrong, I will probably agree that 90% of names that got called up are ready, but there's
Yeah.
names that are even more ready that are now stuck down there for even longer and
For how long now?
they have to waste
Mhm.
even more of their career in the polka dot brand. So, you know, I I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of that. Also, they wanted dude, they have people that they wanted to put people where they wanted to put people, but I'm trying to figure out a way to word this, but they wanted to put people where they wanted to put people, but they did not take it into account to make it make sense on television. And you'll notice that a lot because I'm going to call them out on a lot of them because a lot of it is bullshit. How some people got drafted over other people. It doesn't make sense. And they did not make it logically as if these Raw and SmackDown war rooms were actually going after the best pick. Instead, you're making it look overly produced, in my honest opinion. And I will go into detail on what I mean on that. Yes, again, 90% of the names they called up were ready, but I mean, there was still a lot of fucking names that are not ready. And we'll go over them. Some of them I'm very excited for. And others, I mean, you guys mentioned two of them here. What the fuck is Von Wagner doing on the main roster? And Odyssey Jones, I like Odyssey Jones, but he's not fucking ready. Why are you calling him up?
Yeah.
And you're calling up fucking Inda Sure, Jinder Mahal, and fucking like what, and Shanky and
What?
Shanky and fucking Veer, or what, the Sharav or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. Yes, we were promised a game changer. Also, there are a lot of people that I think were just really nice on their brand, and they got moved. And again, there was a lot of rivals that I really do not think should have been split up under any circumstances. Yes, we also too, at least after night one, I'm gonna have to go back and we'll read about it. Now, a lot of these people. This is the thing about drafts I don't like. A lot of these people get moved to the other brand, and then they're stuck with people that nobody wants to see them be stuck with for another year. For example, Bianca Belair and Bayley. I don't want to see them around each other. I don't. She buried Bayley. Well, not buried her. Bayley's kind of unburiable at this point, but she didn't do her any fucking services. There was a lot of people I think should have moved brands as well, and I'm not really happy about that at all. But those are my overall thoughts on it without getting into specifics. But yes, we'll go over into what I mean in terms of people not making sense being drafted in certain spots. But that's what I thought, man. And I'm sure, you guys are more than welcome to let us know what you guys thought throughout the night as well, because I'm always a fan of a draft, man, but this one just felt very underwhelming to me. It felt very underwhelming. It felt like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. To be honest, in my honest opinion. Dude,
Definitely, Rich. Definitely.
was, yeah, 110%. And also, Logan, I want to point something out. At the end of night one that kind of, in my opinion, I know you don't want to hear this, but it makes it look like Roman Reigns is going to be holding that title for another year, in my opinion.
I think so. I think so. We, especially with that recent news we'll cover on Friday about making it probably even a possibility of even more than another year. Oh, oh man, that ain't good. That is not good.
Yes. So, to open night one of the SmackDown version of the draft, the chief content officer comes out. We all know who he is. The CCO comes out, the chief content officer. He comes out to the podium and he talks about the ground rules to the WWE draft. He did say, what were some of his ground rules? He said there were going to be transfers and that is, honestly, they better count on that fucking transfer clause to bail them out of a lot of shit because
Exactly.
so he said there can be transfers. He talked about I can't remember what exactly his ground rules were. I think it was just more of, SmackDown gets one
Just
pick
generic,
and there's going to be 4 rounds. But the one draft rule that I hung on to, and I think a lot of people did as well, was the whole little transfer clause that he mentioned briefly. So in round 1 of the night 1 version of the draft, SmackDown selects Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline, and obviously the other half of the Bloodline were to be drafted on Monday's version of the draft. So Roman goes number 1, obviously. Roman goes number 1, and he's staying on SmackDown. Number 2 went to Cody Rhodes to Monday Night Raw.
I can see that. But I would
Yeah,
think a transfer would mean you switch with 2 people.
they didn't really
It didn't
specify
really.
what that means. I'm sure they're gonna make the rule up as they go along, but they did say the transfer clause is for the free agents to be able to negotiate where they go, which makes no sense because why doesn't everybody just get a fucking option to negotiate where they go? Why do some people get drafted and
Exactly.
other people don't? But
Why isn't the people like at the this is, well, I'll get into this later. This is why you need GMs. It should be GMs that make those trade requests and do all that shit, not the individual.
right, because, on one hand, you could say, oh, well, they're able to negotiate because they didn't get picked in the draft. Okay, so did fucking Piper Niven and all those other people that got drafted on Raw Talk tonight or SmackDown Lowdown. I mean, I don't know. But I would hope it's kind of like a trade thing because I would actually really like that, and I think they're gonna need that for certain people because
I think they,
yeah. So Monday Night Raw selects Cody Rhodes. This happened Friday. Friday on the news, we talked about the possibility of them splitting Cody and Roman in the draft, and I could, um, I could I could have absolutely seen this coming, and I know where this is going. Um, man, Cody winning Money in the Bank. Ooh, man,
dude,
we're gonna get the good guy
what a
Money in the Bank cash in this year.
and
Yep.
dude, can we get a genuine, just great, very likely to cash in and win heel Money in the Bank winner, dog? Can we just have a traditional Money in the Bank winner for once? For once, I'm asking for the basic, for the predictable. I want the predictable.
Or, um, to rephrase what's her case said in my way, can we just fucking put the thing on LA Knight? I mean, seriously.
Literally. It's literally who I pictured when I was saying that too. What, dude? LA Knight's perfect for that fucking role, man.
And he's so
Perfect.
fucking over. They have a
The
gold mine,
crowd loves the fucking guy.
and you put him on fucking SmackDown. What the fuck? Dude, we'll get to it, bro. Cody Rhodes is split from Roman Reigns. I could have seen this 10 times over because we got to make Cody jump through hoops to get to Roman Reigns. Whatever. Either we're getting a waste of the Money in the Bank or we're getting a waste of the Royal Rumble. So they have Cody Rhodes work his way into some sort of elimination chamber at the last shot. That's the best case scenario, because if it's either one of those, it's not going to be good. And I'm not going to fucking be a fan of it. I don't want to see this guy win Royal Rumble.
No.
But at the same time, can you even fucking count on this guy not being over by next year? Because you know he'll be a big part of the show, but is he going to be a loved babyface Cody Rhodes by next year? We don't know. That's very risky waters you're going into.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is, man, very fucking risky.
yes. Very, very risky waters you're going into there, in my honest opinion, and I just don't know, man. I do not know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, Cody Rhodes, on Friday I said this, but Cody Rhodes will get into the SmackDown chamber the same way that SmackDown women got into the Raw chamber. Like I said, if they do it any way like they did last year, the final 5 or 4, whatever it was, participants in the Royal Rumble get an elimination chamber spot as like a last chance. And I actually really like that rule. That's a nice rule for, actually lasting in the Royal Rumble. So I could, that's what I said. I would have Cody get in to the Royal Rumble, have him go all the way, and then have him get eliminated either, second to last, last or third or fourth, any way to get him in one of those chamber matches, and then have him win it from there. So, you know what I mean? Because then the Royal Rumble winner will obviously go on to face the World Heavyweight Champion. So, yeah. So that's how I would. So that's how I would put Cody Rhodes into an elimination chamber, and it's actually a way that makes sense without wasting these concepts. So,
literally, man, literally, let those two things go to new people, please.
So next, bro. This one lost me a bet, bro. Fucking SmackDown drafts Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion. What? Why are we creating more problems for ourselves?
Dog.
I mean,
why?
Dude,
I'll really get into the women stuff when we get to the Rhea Ripley drafting, but dog, you could have avoided these problems by having these champions, Roman, Bianca, all these people losing at Mania. Avoided all of this shit if you would have done that.
Yes, or if you were going to do this, why didn't you just do Asuka versus Charlotte, have Asuka take the title, the SmackDown title, get drafted to SmackDown, have Bianca Belair lose to Rhea Ripley, have Rhea Ripley, like you did tonight, drafted to Raw, and then you can put because you know what's going on here is Charlotte
It's
and Bianca Belair on the same roster. That's the underlying reason why they did that. So what they're going to, I don't know why they didn't just have Asuka go to SmackDown and then put Charlotte and Bianca on SmackDown with her, and then we won't have to, bro. If we get another fucking title swap segment, I'm gonna lose my shit, bro. That is about the dumbest idea I've ever fucking heard in my entire life. That is such a stupid concept. Bro.
exactly, dog. Exactly. And their other path they could do is face the two women's champions, crown a singles one, and then create another one. You're just copying the men at that point. Either option blows. It sucks no matter what.
It does. You know, the only way, at least on Friday, that they could have salvaged this is you have Rhea Ripley get drafted to SmackDown with Bianca Belair. I know how stupid it sounds. Bayley wanted to keep Damage Control together. So, you keep them together for a little bit, or you keep them together until, Backlash. Io takes the title from Bianca Belair. Io gets transferred over to Monday Night Raw. Io gets drafted over to Monday Night Raw, and then Damage Control is broken up, something that needs to happen, and then you have Io and Asuka on Monday Night Raw. That would have been pretty fucking fire. And then you have Bianca, Charlotte, Bayley on SmackDown. But no, because judging off today, Asuka's on SmackDown now too. So, and Rhea Ripley's on Monday Night Raw. So they did not fucking do themselves any favors here. They did not do themselves any favors at all.
I feel so bad because she's so screwed on that damn show.
Also, oh, sorry. That was the whole other thing I meant to mention. Is it just me, or did Raw absolutely get shafted on this draft?
Dude, they had no. They fucking SmackDown basically just took their roster and threw them a couple scraps.
Yep.
Like what? It was Raw was basically the call people up to fucking show now. You know they want to watch that shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
For that new world champion, whoever wins it will have like 2 or 3 good opponents.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And then the final pick of round 1, Monday Night Raw gets Becky Lynch. What? Bro, you had Gunther on the table and you chose Becky Lynch over Walter? Huh? Bro.
It does not make sense. But dude, no, that was another thing about this draft. They didn't portray it as people wanting the best of the best. It's just, oh, you're going there, you're going there, you're going there. It did not feel like it was people from both brands picking the best of the best as fast as they could and be the first ones to pick the best. That's the whole point of a draft.
No, not at all. Or, like I said when I was explaining it, it felt like they were just booking this just to book it instead of booking this to make sense according to who's on the pool at what time, or at least just to space things out.
Like, it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, it absolutely made no sense to me whatsoever as to why Becky Lynch was drafted so high on the card. I know she's a big star, but when there's championships at play here, it doesn't make much sense at all to me, to be 100% honest with you. So yeah, this was. I mean, this was the draft. This was the draft. This was round one of the draft, man. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch. Also with this Cody Rhodes thing. Um, Also with this Cody Rhodes thing. Either way, whether you like it or not, he's going to have to go over to SmackDown somehow to get these world championships. So, I mean, whether it's in
Okay,
an
so why
elimination
waste
chamber or
time?
what, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Makes no fucking sense, man.
No, no, not at all. Not at all. Um, yes, I especially thought they were going to break up Alpha Academy and they got drafted together. What the fuck?
Like, Doc, what? What is going on here, bruh?
Yes, this made no sense. And we're only on round 1, guys. We are only on round 1. So yeah. Round 2 comes along. This is where it gets good. This oh man. SmackDown selects the Street Profits. What the fuck? What? Dude, why are they so sought after? They've been losers for the past 2 years. What? And to make this even
All they
better,
do is lose. They win nothing.
seriously, bro. And to make this even better, the next pick, Monday Night Raw, steals Imperium and the Intercontinental Championship.
Like, what?
Tell me that did not make sense without telling me that did not make any fucking sense at all. Why would the Street Profits get drafted higher on the card than Walter, who is one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions almost ever? What?
Like, champions should always be first. Your literal first round should just be all champions. And maybe like one massive name that's not a champ at the moment. Your first fucking 7 should be fucking champions. Because I got like 7 of all those things at this point. Like, what?
Golly. Oh, yo, what is up, John? How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
I don't know, man. The Street Profits and Becky Lynch get drafted before the Intercontinental Champion. Dog. What?
Doesn't make sense.
And to make this even funnier, SmackDown with the next pick drafts Edge. Wait a minute. So you're telling me they looked at the rundown and they seen Street Profits and Edge and they said, we got to get the Street Profits. Huh?
Like, what?
This is the kind of shit I'm talking about with this draft. I do not understand how certain people got drafted before others. And with the last pick... Sorry, what were you saying?
Dude, just the whole production of this draft just blew, man.
It did.
It blew.
Dude. So, with the last pick of round 2, Monday Night Raw gets Matt Riddle. Why? Listen, I love Matt Riddle, but why is he so high on this draft card? Why is he round 2 and Ilya Dragunov or Tyler Bate weren't drafted on this draft?
That is insane to me. I don't understand it. That was just pointlessly random.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. So the beginning of round 3, SmackDown takes Bobby Lashley. So you looked at the run sheet, looked at the Street Profits and Matt Riddle, and chose them before anybody chose to look at Bobby Lashley? What?
My dog. Come on.
Some we got a three-peat going here. So with the next pick, Raw selects Drew McIntyre. Bruh. And with the next pick, SmackDown gets AJ Styles, Gallows and Anderson, and Mia Yim. Who the fuck drafted Becky Lynch, Edge, Matt Riddle before any of those three?
Like, dude, what? There was no logic put behind this show.
No.
No.
So, anyways, man, I know I kind of sped through them, but how are you feeling about these three I just mentioned?
Damn. I
Yeah.
really always liked Bobby Lashley on Raw.
Me too.
I really did. Same with Drew on SmackDown, but I mean, the whole point of a draft is to change things up, so I'm not mad at it. Becky on Raw, Becky's still there, but it's better than it's better than if they just put her on SmackDown with everybody she was already on Raw with. You know what I mean? So that's all right. Damn. Who else?
Next was Drew.
Like,
Oh, sorry, OC.
yeah, I went. OC.
sorry.
Although I'll miss him because I mainly watch Raw when I can. I mean, it's the place that AJ Styles. He was the champ that ran the camp, man. That's his show, man. Him on SmackDown just fits. I like that. Don't know why Mia Yim is still officially a part of that fucking group. I have no clue.
Yeah.
But I do actually love AJ being on SmackDown, man. The only thing is, Rich commented he hopes he gets the push, man. The most he could ever get is that U.S. title because he ain't winning the world title, not on the same show as Roman. That's why he should have fucking lost, man. But I digress. Overall, I do like AJ on SmackDown. That's his home. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first round picks weren't as bad. weren't that bad, man.
So, for me, I don't like Bobby Lashley going over to SmackDown, and I'm going to tell you why. After we get done recapping all of night one, I like Drew McIntyre on SmackDown. I do not like Drew McIntyre going over to Raw. It gives me those 2021 Thunderdome Raw vibes, and I fucking hated that. So I didn't like that. AJ Styles on SmackDown. I've been waiting for this man to go to SmackDown since fucking he left SmackDown.
Years. Literally.
So that is that. But man, I'm gonna miss Bobby Lashley on Raw, man. He just seems like one of those Raw guys. You know what I mean? It's like you see Seth on SmackDown, and you're like, he's a Raw guy. You know what I mean? Like, AJ Styles, another one. You see him on Raw, and it's kind of just like, like he doesn't really fucking look that good on Raw. But you see him on SmackDown, and he just looks like he's where he's supposed to be. Drew's another one. Drew can go anywhere, but I honestly prefer SmackDown. Yes, Logan, that is the problem for me as to why I don't like Bobby Lashley going over to SmackDown, because
he's just an opponent.
Yes. So, and then with the last one, yeah, I don't know who I don't know who made this decision, but Raw selected The Miz.
Nope. Ain't nobody give a fuck. I still gotta watch mid-TV. Good lord, man. Another thing about this draft that I didn't like, I really don't like that they moved the mid-card titles around, because with Bobby Lashley going to SmackDown with the U.S. title also going there, that's the same mid-card title he's been winning for how long now?
Yes.
So if he can't win the world, that's the only title he can win, and he's won it a million times already. Come on.
Absolutely.
Same with Drew in the IC.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I mean, Bobby Lashley is still around Austin Theory, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going to be around Austin Theory. So that sucks. So at the start of round 4, so that's it for that round. I don't really have anything to say on the Miz, other than sucks for Raw. But round 4, SmackDown selects Damage Control. Case in point, Bianca Belair still going to be around Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. So that's another thing. Yep, and Asuka as well too after today. I don't know how much time they think they have on SmackDown, but I promise you they don't got that much. Round 4, like I said, opened up with Damage Control going to SmackDown. And with the next pick, a pick that I've been personally waiting for a long time, Shinsuke Nakamura gets drafted to Monday Night Raw. Oh, he just seems like he's gonna fit Monday Night Raw. He just does for me, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely the red attires he would always wear. It's perfect, man. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm. The next two absolutely boggled my mind. They're not bad, but they just shocked me. The next pick, SmackDown selects NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Again, how much fucking time do you think you have on SmackDown? And again, Isla's great, Alba is great, but bro, why are you calling up champions?
It makes no sense.
What the fuck? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This one completely boggled my mind. Again, not bad. They're absolutely ready for the main roster. They're great. But, huh? Why are you calling up champions from NXT? I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Yes, and then that's the other thing. They promote this fucking Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter match, and both of them are on the main roster now. What?
Oh, yeah. What? So, oh my god.
I don't know, man. And with the final pick, the final televised pick for Friday night, Monday Night Raw selects NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell. Again,
She just won.
why are you calling up champions that literally won the title a month ago? And you know what was the most disheartening thing of all? Watching fucking Tyler Bate just sit there in the front row, just clapping. Dude.
That's a disgrace, man. They're wasting that man's career. Him and Dragunov.
What the fuck? So that were the final televised picks for the Friday night of the draft. Again, SmackDown gets Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, The Street Profits, Edge, Bobby Lashley, OC, Damage Control, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn. And Monday Night Raw gets Cody Rhodes, Imperium, The Miz, Indy Hartwell, Becky, Drew, Riddle, and Nakamura.
God damn, man. I do like at the end, although she just won the fucking NXT Women's title, it doesn't make sense. On Raw, gonna be put with kinda what I'm guessing is gonna end up being the way again, which is awesome, man. I like that. Well, without theory, of course, but he's, heel now, it wouldn't even work. The baby faces are back together, man.
Yeah, but sorry, Candice, but our boy is gonna have to reconnect with some old buddies soon. So you guys can only do this for a little bit. You guys only got this way thing going for a little bit, because once our boy comes back, Gargano's not gonna have to do it himself. Let's just say he'll have a partner. So those are the night one drafts. Dude, this is why I didn't like SmackDown's picks. AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley. Don't these just sound like two guys out of, more that were drafted, that are just going to be opponents for Roman Reigns for the next year?
Dude, literally, they are conjuring up all the opponents, man.
Yep.
And he's gonna run through every single one of them. Good lord, man. Good lord.
Dude. Oh, man. Yes, he's going to run through every single one of them, man. And as soon as I seen AJ and Bobby Lashley, first thing I said to myself was, oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just getting all fresh people to line them up for Roman fucking Reigns. Good God.
Logan, I hate to break it to you, dog. I don't think he's looking at Summer.
You got to be ready, man. You got to be ready.
You got to be ready for if it happens or not, because they're stacking opponents for him. There's reports that they want to go even past Mania 40, if possible. Oh, man. We're in for a year, man. I think we are. I really, really do think we are.
So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I did see a lot of reports, though. I did see a lot of reports saying, I think it was Wade Keller or somebody who said that they wanted to update the books, the history books. A lot of people were accusing him of saying that Roman was going to go as long as Hogan or San Martino, and he said that's not what he meant. But even at this reign, Roman's still updating the history books. But to be 100% honest, man, I can see a lot. I can see another year of this. I can. This is what you have to do with Roman Reigns, especially at this point. You got to hope for the best, but you have to be prepared for the worst, because look at what happened this year. We thought, let's take you guys back to December. We were saying he defends both titles. Then what happened to that? He ended up just defending one. We wanted, Sammy on one night, Cody on the other, right? Then that got taken away from us. Then it moved to, okay, now Cody's got to take the titles. And here we are. Here we are now. Exactly. So, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. You got to be prepared for the worst here, man. You got to be prepared for the worst. And the way it's looking, you can kind of see it, man. You can kind of see these little, just them refreshing a whole roster. Because, if you look at this, Damage Control, OC, Edge, Bobby Lashley, Bianca Belair, and Montez Ford all come over from Raw. All of these people have been around each other for the past year plus, right? Not really anything too fresh going on there. And then with this one, with the Raw one, the Raw one's a little better. Imperium, Drew, Nakamura were all around each other, you know. But I mean, the SmackDown one is way more evident in terms of just getting a fresh roster around Roman.
And even random people, like with how many people on Twitter love Montez Ford, you don't think we're gonna get a random Montez Ford and Roman Reigns title defense where he just beats him?
I think that already
On
happened.
probably did it
right?
already happen before?
I think I want to say he faced him on SmackDown before, but I can see them doing it again.
Wow.
They love Tez.
I can see him. They love the guy. I could see them being a one-off pay-per-view match or something. It's yeah, it's me, man. It's gonna last another year. I hope it doesn't, but especially if Cody does win Money in the Bank. I mean, come on. And if he doesn't, especially, it's just gonna. I feel like Cody still might even get the match at SummerSlam, and he'll fucking lose.
I was just gonna say
That's
that.
bad. I think he is gonna get the match at SummerSlam. He's gonna lose.
Because to be 100% honest, bro, what happened in 2012? John Cena won the Money in the Bank briefcase. This is why I don't like Cody Rhodes winning. I'm already against him, this whole Brock feud, because it just screams John Cena in 2012 to me. And then with him winning Money in the Bank, it's even worse. Because what happened in 2012? John Cena won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he fucking lost it. I want to say it was at SummerSlam, too. I could be wrong, but I want to say he faced Punk. Ooh, I could be very wrong. When the fuck did he cash in that briefcase? Let me see. Yes, he cashed in on CM Punk in WWE. Yes, it was. Was it Raw 1000? No, I don't think it was. Yes, he cashed in the briefcase and he lost. I knew it was against Punk. But I couldn't remember where the hell it was.
Yeah, I could totally see them doing that with Cody. I could easily see them wasting that shit with Cody.
Just fucking put it on LA Knight and just have this dude go to the chamber. You know, if you want to if you want to get your final lump of adversity, you know, you have him get eliminated from the Royal Rumble. But I mean, at that, dude, just have him go on and win the fucking chamber, because I don't want this guy wasting these match stipulations. The fans are gonna turn on him, man. It's inevitable. It's not a matter of if, it's when. So WWE has announced the remaining draft picks from the SmackDown draft pool on the SmackDown Lowdown. All right. So Monday Night Raw, you know, they said on the show Monday Night Raw got more draft picks because they're a 3-hour show, obviously. And to SmackDown received Hit Row and Lacey Evans. Holy shit. Whoever's in that fucking SmackDown war room needs to be shot. Who would pick those two? Monday Night Raw selects the Viking Raiders. Maximum Male Models, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, Natalya, Dexter Lumis, Candice LeRae. Did I say Maximum Male Models? I think I did. Apollo Crews from NXT, The Return, And then the two other ones from NXT are incredibly dope, in my opinion. We have Zoe Stark coming from NXT onto Raw. It's a great, great addition to the women's division. And the one I'm most excited for, fucking J.D. McDonough. Bro,
Nice.
that's fucking fire. That's actually fucking fire, bro. He's beyond ready. I think a couple of his boys should have came with him. A couple of his NXT UK boys should have came with him, but that's beyond me. Oh God, no.
No, no. I mean, because he has that history of fucking Finn too.
Yeah, and he's his twin.
I can see it, dog.
I can see them doing that. But dude, I like JD on his own. I think he's fucking fire, man. I think he's fire. That shit would be ass. Just leave the Judgment Day how it is. But yeah, man. So those are the SmackDown Lowdown picks, and man, I'm pumped, bro. I'm very excited for JD McDonough. I would like to see him. Man, yeah, you got a lot of cool shit for him you could do over there. Him and Seth. Him and what's up?
You can do some cool shit, man.
Yes, him and Walter. Him and Walter, him and Seth, him and Drew, him and Cody. I think he would be fucking fire. On the main roster.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I like the guy, man. I gotta see more of him, to be honest, but I like him overall.
Yeah, and Triple H likes him too. So, I think he's gonna do great, and I hope he does great. Because he's got a real cool gimmick. To me, I like his gimmick of he's a little weird, but that's what makes the gimmick. That's what I like about it. He's a little weird. He's kind of a strange guy, but his whole picking a body part and like dissecting it is pretty fucking sick, man. It's pretty sick. I like when people can modernize that kind of style. You've seen Walter do it for years. You've seen Pete Dunne do it, and if they're good at Shayna Baszler, if so
Thank you, man, Butch.
I think I did too, man. So yes. But yeah, I mean he could be really, really great with that, man. He could be really great with that.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So that was the free agents coming out of the SmackDown Lowdown.
Oh.
We have Mustafa Ali spreading his positivity throughout both brands. We have a man. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, Cedric and Shelton are free agents. Oh, I thought they got drafted to Raw for a minute. I was going to say, oh my God, the Hurt Business is really over. Damn.
No, they're. I feel like they want to do the Hurt Business. They just don't know when or how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they don't want to actually do it, but they kind of do want to do it. I think that's why they made those two free agents.
So the next free agent is Omos, an MVP. And the other two are Dolph Ziggler. At this point, man, can he just fucking get drafted to AEW for Christ's sake? And Von Wagner. Please sign with NXT. Please.
Dude.
Why do I have a feeling they're going to put Dolph Ziggler and Von Wagner together?
Dude, I could easily see that now that you say it. Oh my God.
They kind of
look
look
alike. Because they love Von Wagner behind him. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Me and my partner here. Dolph Ziggler.
Hey, my
His
partner,
weird
Dolph
talking
Ziggler.
ass.
Yeah, his fucking weird ass voice.
He talks like Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. I just
Oh my
realized that.
god, kind of does. Damn.
It's like a big buff ass fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes, I could absolutely see that. I could absolutely see that, Logan. He says regarding the Hurt Business, I could see, or he says, I think Triple H wants to do the Hurt Business, but Vince doesn't. I could absolutely see that.
Yep.
I could see Triple
I
H
could
presenting
easily
him the idea, and Vince is like, "What? But they already broke up."
got that. No
Yeah.
point in bringing them back together.
So moving over to Raw, moving over to Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley gets drafted number one draft pick. Rhea Ripley, the SmackDown Women's Champion. My problem is this championship reign of Rhea Ripley, where her and Charlotte probably gave us one of the best women's matches all year, is going to mean nothing in terms of the championship. I mean, obviously you can't take away, that the match was a fucking banger, but she won the SmackDown Women's title. I do not want to see her hand it over to Bianca Belair, and then Bianca Belair too. If they want to update their history books, are you going to take that away from Bianca Belair right before she cracks the record? Huh?
Like, what? I don't get that. That's why I could easily see them combining those titles, have Bianca win that match, and it, continue her
Oh my
reign
god.
technically and create a new. Dude, I could easily see that, to be honest. That's how much they love Bianca.
I'm so
I
sick of this
could,
fucking Bianca Belair run.
dude, I swear to God, man, I really fucking am. And, yeah, fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I forgot myself.
My
Um,
bad, dude.
and no, it's not you. I just remembered it. Dude, why didn't Rhea Ripley just go for the Raw title at this point? It would have saved so much trouble if she just went for the Raw Women's Championship. If you're just going to keep her on Raw. Because everybody, even though most people didn't care for, the matchup of Ripley versus Charlotte, they liked most people were down for the outcome because that would move her and most likely the Judgment Day to a new brand, SmackDown.
Yes.
Nice.
They've
No,
done everything on
no.
Raw.
They've done everything on Raw, and now they're just gonna stay there and
Not
keep doing the same thing they've been doing.
not to mention, they just started a feud with LWO and they get drafted to separate brands. And SmackDown damn near gets all the factions. What the fuck?
Who are they gonna feud with on Raw anymore?
Imperium? What? Who wants to see that? What?
But the fuck is that matchup? How's that gonna fucking work?
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh yeah, let's get Walter versus fucking. Although Finn would be great. That would be a great ass match. Running that shit back.
That would be hard.
Did we ever actually get that though?
We never got it.
Did we get that? We never. That's actually awesome in itself. I will say that. But like, other than
Dominic
that,
and Priest versus Eichner and Barthel. Bruh.
I will say, well, give me Dominic and Walter in a random match.
Yes.
Let that man Walter destroy that little fucking twerp, man. I'll love it. I'll fucking love it, man.
By the way, congrats to Walter as well. He got married over the weekends. Him and Ginny. So congratulations to our boy.
Hell yeah, man! I saw him fucking busting it down on the dance floor on Twitter.
I seen him too. He was going nuts, bruh. He was going nuts. He was, bruh. So
Congratulations, Walter, man. He's on top, man. He really is.
he is, bro. He is. I've been saying it for years, but one of the top 3 professional wrestlers on this fucking planet. Walter.
Easy.
Gunther. My boy Gunner.
Fucking.
No, that's my guy though, and I'm happy for him, man. That's why yeah, so congratulations to him, man. Congratulations to him. Dude, I don't know to address Logan's comments, I'm starting to get a little used to the names.
Gunther, I'm getting a little used to. Giovanni Vinci, that's the word. That is slowly becoming the worst one to me. I think that is one of the worst names I've ever seen. It's so goofy. It's like what they name a character in fucking Mario. I hate it. Ludwig Kaiser. Eh. I somehow Gunther is the easier one, just out of all of them for me,
Yeah.
to be honest. The two of them are horrible name changes. Giovanni Vinci is the dumbest name change ever. One of the dumbest. How do you go from Fabian Eichner, great name, Giovanni Vinci? Oh, dude, and I think, didn't Samantha Irvin get sent to Raw too?
I don't know, but I will say Ricochet got drafted to Raw, so I'm assuming she's going to go there too.
So we're gonna have to Giovanni. Oh, dude,
The way she
I
says
can't.
it makes it worse.
If it was just a normal commentator or normal announcer, Giovanni Vinci, alright, ain't that bad. You gotta
Oh,
say it like an Italian person.
we're going to have to fucking... Oh, we're going to have to hear her fucking ring announce Imperium still.
Yep. And then for like people like Seth and shit, that sounds horrible. I might actually start watching SmackDown more than Raw at this point.
Dude, I haven't really minded the name Gunther, but it's the way she says Gunta. Just
I
fucking
hate Gunta.
just Gunther. Gunther. You can even say Gunther. I don't even mind that as much, but Gunta? Bruh.
I hate the top part. The Gun part. Gunter isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Gunta?
Horrible.
Dog. You sound great shit.
And then Ludwig Kaiser. Like, bro, really? Like, why you gotta try so hard? Giovanni Vinci. Like, really? Really, man? Fucking... So Michael Cole must have been teaching her speech classes, bro. I don't know why the fuck she talking like that. This man, Michael Cole, can't even say era.
I love when he says era.
Dude, it's
The
hilarious.
undisputed era. I'll never forget that.
It's the undisputed era. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Samantha Irvin, Ricochet's on Raw too, so I bet she's moving.
You know, because I saw some tweet that they're sad that she can't announce for Roman anymore.
I just want to hear somebody say Gunther or Gunther, you know?
Something.
Ugh. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Anyway, Rhea Ripley gets drafted to Rhea Ripley gets drafted with the SmackDown Women's title to Monday Night Raw. And she's not drafted with the Judgment Day for whatever fucking reason. But she's not. Dude, this needs to be a rule from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Championships that have the brand name in the title do not move brands. No.
I'm tired of it.
If you're the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, you stay on SmackDown. If you are the Raw Tag Team Champions, you stay on Raw. If you're the SmackDown Women's Champion, you stay on SmackDown. If you're the Raw Women's Champion, you stay on Raw. Because now we're going to have to probably sit through a Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley title swap. Dude. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous, man. So, Rhea Ripley gets drafted to Raw. As next, SmackDown goes A-Town down. Sir K, man, what's up with A-Town?
Dude, people on Twitter, these fucking idiots,
Not
love
people,
that
me.
goddamn theme song. No,
I say gas,
no,
bro.
you don't. No, you fucking don't. People on
Do it
Twitter
with me.
actually love it. No, Austin Theory Live is what I'm repping.
Ass tossing
Or
live.
Austin Live. Like, dude, I did not like the fact that they switched around the mid-card titles, man. I really didn't.
I didn't
Like,
either.
I get it. I get they wanted to really switch things up with that, and I respect it. But like, I preferred the other brand to have U.S. What am I talking about? I would prefer Raw to have the U.S. title, man. I really would, man. And he's on the same show as Bobby Lashley again. That's annoying. I don't know. I didn't care for this. I really didn't.
Once Austin Theory, tell me if this sounds like a thing you could see happening, because I certainly can. Austin Theory is going to lose the U.S. title, right? I could see him challenging Roman Reigns, thinking he's
Mhm.
ready, and them, humbling his character again.
I could see that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily see them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin
And then
Theory.
Roman will just talk about.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What were you
Mhm.
saying?
No, no, I was just talking about how bad the feud would have been. That Roman would just talk about how he didn't cash in on him because he was a pussy.
Damn. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So Austin Theory goes to SmackDown. I mean, the idea of him on SmackDown doesn't really bother me too much. I like, I like Gunther on Raw, and I like Austin Theory on SmackDown, but I just, like you were saying, man, I just like the IC title on SmackDown, and I like the US title on Raw, man. So that's that kind of sucks, but yeah, he's going to Raw, man. Or sorry, he's going to SmackDown. But speaking of Raw, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel they want to get him away from Roman so he can win a world title within the next year.
That's true. That is true.
I
So I
also
respect that.
definitely, and also Lesnar, you know, they want to get him away from, or they want to get him on a brand where he can build himself up to the very top without having to go for Roman Reigns and still get to Brock Lesnar. So I could see that, but Walter, yes, Walter will hold a world championship by next year. 100%. That world heavyweight, I could already see him with that world heavyweight championship, man. So,
Oh, easily, man. Easily.
yeah, 100%. Or you could just pull a Roman Reigns and put the IC and the world heavyweight title on him and have him hold it for 1,000 days. So, 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 so with the next pick, in the draft, man, Monday Night Raw selects Seth. You want to fill in the blank?
Rollins.
No. Nah.
I ain't saying that fucking other part. He is Seth Rollins.
Monday Night Raw selects. Don't listen to him, guys. Monday Night Raw selected Seth freaking Rollins.
I hate it. I
So
hate that name. Why is his freaking in his name? Why?
he's Seth freaking
I hate
Rollins,
it.
man.
Why? Dude, I hate that fucking name, man. But great pick, man. Great pick. He was one of those guys that had, in my mind, had to stay on Raw. He had to.
Can we get an A-Town down in the chat for Sir K?
No, 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 no.
So
Ain't no way.
so So, Monday Night Raw gets Seth. You know, these are one of the more predictable ones. You know, Bex went to Raw. So, obviously, Seth freaking Rollins is going to go to Raw as well, as expected. And then with the next pick, SmackDown selects Charlotte Flair. And lo and behold, what do we get for WrestleMania 40? Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair.
Bore me to death.
Dude, that is going to be ass. Bianca Belair is still going to be a babyface too. Oh, the match may have a little bit of potential, but that fucking feud, man. That's going to be rough.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, man. So yes, that is round 1 for the WWE draft, the Raw draft, the Raw version, or night 2, whatever you want to call it, of the draft. Rhea Ripley to Raw, A-Town down, Austin Theory to SmackDown, Seth freaking Rollins to Monday Night Raw, and Charlotte Flair to Friday Night SmackDown. And in round 2, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, go to Raw. Wait a minute. Let's back it on up here. I understand Seth Rollins, right? Because Seth is a huge name.
Yeah.
Even Austin Theory and Charlotte Flair were drafted before Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Have these executives not been watching television for the past 6 months?
No. I don't think the Booker was watching television for the last 6 months. Triple H.
Dude. So, round 2 of the WWE draft, you know, like I said, Sammy and Kevin, you know, are the undisputed tag team champions, went to Monday Night Raw. And next, the Usos are selected by Friday Night SmackDown. So you're telling me I have to go a year without the on-screen chemistry of Sami Zayn and Jey Uso? Dog. My dog. Really?
Come on, man.
Fucking Logan.
Hey, look away. So is Cody.
Oh my god. Bro.
Fucking loser.
Dude.
What you, man? Fuck Cody. Cody.
So, this was one of many. Dude, this kind of hurts a little bit. Sami Zayn is going to be away from the bloodline for the next year. Damn.
Fuck. That sucks, man.
Yeah, I mean, the Sami Zayn and the bloodline stuff, I mean, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel as fresh as it once was, but there's still story to be told there with Jay and Sammy, you know. And Sammy not being around, it's going to hurt a little, man. It's going to take a lot of compelling television away from WWE, because the past couple Unscripteds, what have I been coming on here and saying? One of my favorite parts of the show every week is just those little snippets of Sami Zayn just talking to Jey Uso, even if it's for a couple minutes, you know.
It's the best part of the show.
It's the best part of the show, and we're not going to get that anymore. And it hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit, but you know, when Jay beats Roman, or when anything like that happens, you know Sammy and Jay are going to have a really nice feel good moment. That's gonna make your boy shed a couple tears. I could promise you that, man. It's going to be a beautiful moment. But this sucks. This sucks, man. It really does. It does, to be honest. But the bloodlines stay together, man. And you know the tribal chief content officer is probably pretty pissed, man.
Tribal chief content officer.
Dude,
Oh
I've
my
been
god.
I've been thinking about that for the past couple days. I'm thinking about putting that in my Twitter bio. I think that's what I'm gonna start referring to myself
Oh,
as, the
that's
tribal
good.
chief content officer.
I like it, dog. I like it. Um, I mean, we technically will see them for a little bit longer because they're, KO and Sammy are still technically the undisputed champs. They can go anywhere whenever they decide to either do something. Dude, you have fucked up situation with your women's titles, your tag titles, and you are just now fixing their world title situation. What are you going to do with the tag titles? You have the same options that you could do with the women's, essentially. A little bit different. You could either split the two titles up, or you could just, again, combine them and create a fucking new one. Which it seems like at this point, that's just going to be their fucking shitty go-to.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very, very weird. What even is going to happen with the SmackDown Women's title, SmackDown Tag Team titles, being that Kevin and Sammy are now on Raw. But I could see Sammy and Kevin offering to defend both sets, or the tag team titles just float.
I could see that. I could also see that.
I would like that as well. With the next pick, Monday Night Raw selects Dom, Priest, and Finn of the Judgment Day. So they stay together anyway. I don't know why they didn't just draft them together. You could have easily got somebody like Johnny Gargano on television on the televised draft, but I digress. The Judgment Day are staying on Raw, and to keep it going with the hot hand here, the next pick, SmackDown selects Legado del Fantasma and Rey Mysterio, or the LWO. Dude, they just fucking started a feud together, and then they get drafted to separate brands.
And I hate to break it down, Mysterio, but your only source of heat has just got into a different brand, i.e. your father. I like Dominic. He's gonna really have to learn to fend for himself now. This is his test. If he can fucking make it, man, and I hope he does, man, but it's his fucking test.
I personally would have liked the other way around. I would have liked Judgment Day on SmackDown and the LWO on Raw, so Santos Escobar can actually win something.
Exactly.
Anybody on SmackDown can't win anything. They can't.
No, that's the thing. That's why I didn't want nobody to go to SmackDown low key. So, because nobody can fucking win going over there. You have to lose.
Absolutely. So that is round 2 of the draft. Sammy and Kevin to Raw, Usos to SmackDown, Judgment Day to Raw, LWO to SmackDown. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck not seeing Sammy by the Usos anymore, and it's going to suck having to go another year without Santos Escobar winning anything. I could see WrestleMania though, Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio. Well, I mean, yeah, you have the U.S. title, but I mean,
but it's the U.S. title.
Yeah, I mean, who can really win that? I mean, unless you want to have it be the TNT title and just fly through people. These guys, there's only going to be a couple people to win it in the next year, maybe 3 or 4.
Exactly.
Literally. So that's that. Round 3. Monday Night Raw selects, oh my God, what a bunch of losers. They select the women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Mid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say here, man. Sucks to be them, I guess. They wasted a pick. The next pick is quite hilarious because SmackDown selected Asuka. You're telling me Asuka was on the board and you grabbed Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and don't even fucking say they're champions, because if you consider those champions, if you consider those titles championships, then you consider Jade Cargill as an actual important champion on AEW television. And we
Literally.
all know that's not the case. So,
Come on, bro. Ugh.
SmackDown's women's division is fucking stacked for no reason. The only thing I will say about Monday Night Raw's women's division, you have an ungodly amount of fresh faces. If I don't see a bunch of new stars built up by the next year, you're doing something severely wrong. They have Becky Lynch, who you really don't even have Becky Lynch because she's going to be tied down with Trish Stratus. You have Indy, Candice, Zoe, fucking now you have Liv Morgan and Raquel. You know, there's always the possibility of EO hopefully transferring over. You have Rhea Ripley.
That, mm-hmm. Hanging out. Come on, bro.
Yes.
You got people.
Yep.
You
If
got
you
good
don't
people,
make
too.
something of this, good lord, because you essentially gave all your big cookie cutter name women to Fox. Asuka, Bailey,
Exactly.
Bianca, Charlotte. They all went to Fox, you know? So it's going to be interesting to see how this Raw Women's Division is handled. So with the next pick, Monday Night Raw selects The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. No sign of Big E yet, so we'll just have to see what happens
man.
there.
Speaking of injuries, man, did you hear about Bobby Roode?
I did. He's going to be out all this
Dude.
year.
That fucking blows, man.
Yeah, and he's not getting any younger.
Literally, man. It sucks, man. I feel really bad.
You know we were going to get the glorious one back, too. Oh, man.
We will. Damn.
Shit sucks. So, and with the last pick of round 3, SmackDown selects the Brawling Brutes, Ridge Holland, Sheamus, and Butch. Dude, they fucking split up Sheamus and Gunther. Bruh. What the fuck?
Like, why? I don't get it, dog. I really don't get it.
I don't get it either. Yeah, I wonder how much longer Kyle O'Reilly's going to be out for. I know he had neck fusion surgery too. I wonder.
Yeah, in a minute, though. I could see a couple months away.
Definitely.
I could see around All In time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. So, damn. They split up Gunther and Sheamus. Yeah, I definitely seen that,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
But I feel like they had a trilogy to complete. Actually, yeah, that one more match. Man, that would have been nice to see. But it is what it is, man. And, you know, I guess we'll be getting Pete Dunne sooner than later. I guess that's one good thing that comes out of this. So that was round 3 of the draft for Monday, for night 2 of the draft, man. And WWE announced that Brock Lesnar has negotiated a free agent status. And they announced he will not be signing with a brand, so therefore he could show up on any brand whenever he wants.
I could see that with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, all the other free agents are basically, we don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
But with Lesnar, it makes sense.
Definitely, man. I mean, if you didn't see that coming, you're an idiot.
Literally.
So
You can't tie them down to a brand.
round 4 of the WWE draft, the first pick of round 4, Monday Night Raw selects Trish Stratus.
Why does she even get a pick?
Are you fucking
She
serious?
doesn't-
Bro, She's a fucking legend. What the fuck? Why is she... Dude, what a fucking mess. What... What... Good God. And with the next pick, SmackDown selects Karrion Kross.
I knew it. That
Yeah.
sucks, man. I wanted him on Raw, to be honest.
I
But it
didn't...
makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I figured Cross
Oh
would be
my.
staying on SmackDown, but SmackDown's next pick is what really got me, because next Monday Night Raw selected Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. It's gonna be nice seeing Shayna on Raw, I guess. As for Ronda, I don't really care, but whatever. Also another woman. Another
Mhm.
woman that WWE could build up, and it could be very fresh for their main roster. Shayna Baszler.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Definitely, man. And with the last pick of round 4, SmackDown selects LA Knight.
He's stuck in the trenches, bro. He can never be a world champion. He can't be a world champion for another year unless he wins that fucking Money in the Bank briefcase.
There was LA
Which he
Knight on
fucking
the
better.
board,
He fuck.
and Raw selected Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez and the New Day before him.
How was Matt Riddle even drafted before LA Knight? Like, what?
Well, they were on different
I
pools.
get it, Night 1 and Night 2. Yeah, I get
Oh,
Night
I
1
see
and
what you're
Night 2,
saying.
but
I see what you're saying. Like in
like,
terms of
what?
spot. Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't even like the pool shit. I really didn't like that, to be honest. I thought they didn't execute that well either, but still. What? You make up the pools. Make up good people. I get you can't just stack one night of the draft, obviously, but you kind of have to a little bit. A little bit. Night 1 has to outweigh Night 2 just a tad bit. It has to. If you want a logical draft.
Yeah. LA Knight stuck in the trenches for another fucking year.
Yep. Another year of purgatory.
God,
Good
they need to fucking
Lord.
get these titles off of this guy at SummerSlam. Oh my fucking God, man.
I hope they do, man. I
Me
hope they
too.
do.
Oh, horrendous. Round 5. Round 5 opens up with Monday Night Raw selecting Braun Strowman and Ricochet. What the fuck?
Zesty Monster, baby.
Zesty Monster comes over to Monday Night Raw.
Fucking go.
And yeah, I mean, the next one's also a nothing pick as well. I don't really care too much about it. The next pick from SmackDown selects Shotzi. Oh.
Dude, I she employed at this point.
Why? The reason I'm laughing is because the next pick, Raw selected Bronson Reed. You had dog. You Oh
dude.
man. You had
Shotzi.
Bronson Reed on the board and you selected Shotzi.
Good fucking God, man. Good
Holy
fucking
shit.
God.
Yeah, this was not. But why was Braun Strowman and Ricochet before Bronson Reed?
Like,
Why?
what?
Man, I don't know, dude.
I don't get it, man.
And with the last pick of round 5, SmackDown selects from NXT Elton Prince and Kit Wilson of Pretty Deadly. Sweet, man.
Nice.
Sweet. That's a nice pickup for Friday Night SmackDown. And a very good pick from NXT, man. I'm very happy to see these guys come up in the draft, man. And yeah, congrats to them, bro. Congrats to them. I hope they do some good stuff over there, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I like that, man. I like that. That's a good call.
And in the final televised round of the WWE draft, with the first pick, Monday Night Raw selects Chad Gable and Otis of Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy are staying on the same brand as Maximum Male Models. With the next pick in the fucking draft, SmackDown selects Rick Boogs. I'm sorry, what? You... oh.
Dude, I can't wait till we get to the untelevised picks, because on the untelevised, there was one person that was drafted under Rick Boogs, fucking Shotzi, all these people, dog. That's insane to me. That's insane to me.
Dude, you mean to tell me Chief Content Officer, bro, you have to be planning one of the all-time redemption fucking storylines for Johnny Gargano, because there ain't no fucking way you
I don't think
drafted Shotzi and Rick Boogs and Trish Stratus and who else? Fucking Zesty Monster and over that man. Dude.
Yeah, I would hope so. I don't think so at this point. I think he's just forgotten about the GOAT. I think he has the GOAT of Gargano. And if he genuinely did forget about Gargano like that, dog, you ain't chief content officer, bruh. You the chief fraud officer. What the fuck is that, man? Come on, dog. You CFO.
I mean, if Gargano's injury, didn't Indy Hartwell just get injured too?
Yeah,
She was televised.
She got injured. Like,
dude. Oh my god, bro. You are fucking killing me here with this. I refuse to believe that there are pictures that leak backstage of you with Johnny Gargano's kid on your lap, but you are not pushing this, man. Dude.
Dog. You televised the draft of Rick Boogs and not Gargano. That is insane.
Shotzi Blackheart got a televised draft, but not Johnny Gargano. Wow.
That is insane. That is insane.
Next up in the draft, Monday Night Raw gets Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Another women's tag team. Pretty sick, man. Pretty sick. I felt they should have came up after they lost the women's tag team championships, but here they are. Here they are on Monday Night Raw, man. And with the last pick, think about how Rick Boogs was just drafted. With the last fucking pick, televised, SmackDown gets Cameron Grimes. Last.
After Rick Boogs. Makes no sense. They didn't make a lick of sense in booking this fucking draft. One of the worst produced drafts I've ever seen.
Ooh, this was rough. This was fucking rough, man. So, for the Raw Talk picks, SmackDown got Tamina.
I know
Okay.
Punk's happy.
Yeah. And Monday Night Raw gets Dana Brooke, Nikki Cross, and Johnny fucking Gargano.
Dude, Gargano is in the same pool as Dana Brooke. It, his his wife got drafted before him.
Wow.
That's
And
insane.
the free agents are Baron Corbin, Elias, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin. And think about how Ilya didn't get called up. Think about how Tyler Bate didn't get called up.
Mm-hmm.
One of the fucking free agents is fucking Zion Quinn. What the fuck?
Good lord. This draft made no fucking sense. It made no fucking sense.
Holy fucking shit, man. So, those are the free agents, and the last pool of non-call-ups that are moving brands is or got drafted rather. Los Lotharios go to Raw. Akira Tozawa, Piper Niven, Zia Lee, Tegan Knox, Emma, and Riddick Moss go to Raw. Okay.
Dude, how many jobbers do you need on one show?
I swear to God. I mean, I get the fucking show's 3 hours, but what the fuck?
You don't need that many people, bro. You could have sent a decent amount of those people down to NXT.
And the last 3 picks from Raw Talk. Monday Night Raw selects Indusher, Jinder Mahal, Veer, and Shanky. Or, not sure. Let's call him Shanky. What the fuck ever happened to Shanky?
What did happen to Shanky? Huh. I have no clue.
Anyway, Jinder Mahal, Veer, and I think his name is Sarav.
Dude, you know we have to run back on Raw.
Nothing with Jinder Mahal. No. Oh, God, no.
We gotta get it.
Ugh.
We gotta run it back.
And next drafted to Monday Night Raw is Odyssey Jones.
Why?
Odyssey hasn't had a fucking cup of coffee in NXT yet.
Like, dog. Why?
And with the last pick of the draft, SmackDown selects, again, Sangha. That's his name. Who is Sarav? Who am I thinking of? Sangha, Veer. Sangha has his fucking name. Dude, think about what I just told you guys like 10 minutes ago. Ilya was not called up. Tyler Bate was not called up. The Creed brothers were not called up. Braun Breaker, not called up. Since we're taking champions, Carmelo Hayes was not called up. Tony D'Angelo, none of these guys. But Grayson Waller goes to SmackDown. I like Grayson. I don't think he's as terrible as people say he is. But are you fucking kidding me?
He's basically like a fucking parallel to Austin Theory. About just as bland as the fucking dude.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
What?
Where is my Tyler Bate and my Ilya Dragunov? But you want to sit here. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they could get fucking drafted to Collision. Maybe that's where they'll
Oh,
be
no.
going in this year's draft. So they could be on the brunt of the next media scrum.
God.
And like I said, Grayson is good. Grayson isn't bad. But over fucking Tyler Bate and Ilya Dragunov? What?
That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, Grayson. He's kind of just there. Kind of like Theory. Not that Theory's bland.
No, I
They're
wouldn't say
both
Theory's
equally
bland.
as just there. They don't really offer anything special.
Is it? Hey, let me stop you right there. You know what
Mm,
Theory has?
no,
That special A-Town
don't do it.
down. Listen, Theory. Look, man. The- Listen, Theory has A-Town. That's all I gotta say. All right. No, but in all seriousness, I don't think Austin Theory's that bad at all. I don't know about,
No,
at least
no,
not in the near future. I don't know about world champ. Maybe in the distant
he ain't
future.
bad.
But
Yeah, I don't dislike Theory at all. Not at all. He's not bad. I don't mind watching him on TV. He's kind of just there. To be honest, I'm kind of just tired of him being U.S. champ. To
dude,
be honest, that's
I'm
just really
over it.
what I'm tired of.
I'm over it.
That's just all. I don't mind him as a guy at all. But like, dude, what are these NXT call ups?
And Grayson Waller's also been one of the bigger names in NXT. To the
Yeah.
point where I would have thought you would have televised that. I mean, how the fuck do Katana fucking Chance and same person, and Caden Carter get a televised pick, but he doesn't?
Friend with those two gets into.
Raw.
That's gonna be awkward. Her and Ricochet.
Oh, damn.
Ugh. Yeah, he's in there. I can see. Yeah, I get you. He's in that same type of phase where he's kind of just, we want this guy to win,
Dude,
and
he's in
they don't put a
A-Town.
gimmick behind him.
All right. All right, you leave him
Just
alone.
stop with this fucking A-Town. Oh, the A-Town gone. Keep playing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So that's the draft, dude. That's the draft. So all for tonight. All for tonight, man. Monday Night Raw selected Rhea, Seth, Sammy and Kevin, Judgment Day, Liv and Raquel, New Day, Trish Stratus, Ronda and Shayna, Zesty Monster, Bronson Reed, Alpha Academy, Katana and Carter, Johnny Gargano, Dana Brooke, Nikki Cross, Lotharios, Akira Tozawa, Piper Niven, Zia Lee, Tegan Knox, Emma and Riddick Moss, Odyssey Jones, and Inda Sure. And SmackDown for the night gets Austin Theory, Charlotte Flair, Usos, LWO, Asuka, Brawling Brutes, LA Knight, Karrion Kross, Shotzi, Pretty Deadly, Rick Boogs, Cameron Grimes, Tamina, and Grayson Waller.
Man, oh man.
What a very underwhelming draft. And for as many problems as you got rid of, you caused just as many back.
Exactly, man. That man Triple H, I guess, was on some interview or something, some article, talking about how the Vince stuff will end. Plans to end at SummerSlam now. He's gonna tie all the loose ends. Dude, you're supposed to tie the loose ends up like
At
5
Mania.
pay-per-views ago.
Yep.
He's never gonna fucking do it, man.
Yeah.
This draft is prime example of that.
The
It was
wasn't
no reset, and it just created the same amount of problems it solved.
yes. Instead of getting rid of Vince
Clash was
McMahon,
supposed to be one.
yep. Instead of getting rid of the Vince McMahon problems, you just started. The Roman Reigns problem would have ended at the draft
Fucking-
if Roman Reigns wasn't the champ anymore.
Literally. So it's like, come on, dog. Come on, I'm sick of it.
Me too, man. And that was the
Triple
year
Meyer.
that was your Notorious Unscripted annual, or at least when WWE does do them, the annual WWE Draft edition of Unscripted, and hopefully we could be doing one of these for AEW soon, man. I would like to see how that works out, man. But for Collision and Dynamite. So with that, man, that is everything we have to talk about for the week, man. And yeah, man. Thank you guys very much for viewing this and talking the draft with us, talking about all the
Definitely, man,
possibilities.
definitely. Although,
Mhm.
no, I'm done. You're good. Delays.
Yes, although
No, I was just talking about how disappointed it was.
Gotcha. With that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Podcast, man. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. This has been episode 141. And with that, man, thank you guys for joining and talking about the draft with us, talking about the good for the WWE draft and the bad for the WWE draft, and all of our little nitpicks and all of our little plot holes that we found. So thank you guys for joining us, man. And with that, thank you guys so much. We love you guys, and it is always a pleasure for my.
What you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless. Guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck with
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching, button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You son, you doing all the yapping.